Hi, everyone. My name is Tim. I'm a student in Columbia's MBA XMS program, and I'm building Kernel. I used to work as a consultant for Big Pharma, and there I learned that pharma companies are buying all sorts of data sets like patient data, prescription data, and more. But those data sets often disagree with each other. And existing tools can catch basic issues like duplicate IDs and missing values, but they struggle with the more nuanced business questions that actually affect commercial strategy. So, for example, which hospital does this doctor really spend most of their time at? To solve this, I'm building Kernel. It's a system of AI agents that'll go to every data source, reason through these more nuanced business questions, and then send a recommendation to an end user. The end user simply approves or rejects the decision from Kernel, and then Kernel will learn from that feedback over time. I started customer discovery in fall of 2025. I used my consulting network and cold outreach to talk to customers. Now, these interviews steered me towards the problem that needed to be solved, but they also gave me certain product requirements for Kernel. Two specific ones were decentralization, meaning a pharma company didn't want to migrate their data to a central hub, and the element of human review was also very important. Pharma companies didn't want a black box AI solution. Both of these requirements have now been built into Kernel, as I took part in Build Lab for the last 2 semesters. My engineers were phenomenal. They helped me take Kernel from an idea to a working MVP, and one of my engineers also presented with me at a pitch competition that we ended up winning. However, this summer I've been demoing the MVP to customers, and the learnings from those demos will impact the product. And that's why I'm applying to Build Lab for a third term. The original use case for Kernel was built around doctor addresses, and it turns out this is a lower priority for customers. They care a lot more about account level questions. So things like which hospitals are owned by larger parent organizations and who really influences the prescribing decisions at different hospitals. That feedback is changing what Kernel needs to be built around. So, for example, the UI UX needs to handle more ambiguous account questions, and the agents need to synthesize data about an account rather than reason about which address is correct or incorrect. So, whereas the first two Build Lab semesters were about developing an MVP, I'd like to use this third Build Lab semester to iterate with customers and iterate with the engineers. The ultimate goal is to secure a design partnership and a first pilot. I'm asking Build Lab for 3 engineers: a front end engineer who will help me redesign the UI UX, a data engineer who will help me rework the agents, and a product engineer who will serve as the bridge between the two and who will join occasional customer demos. Kernel gives engineers the chance to work on a product with legitimate traction. We've won pitch competitions, we've received multiple grants from Columbia already, and the engineers will get to be part of an iterative process with customers. I'd love to return to Build Lab for a third semester, and I thank you for your time and your consideration.